Hello everyone. I want to start with a quick story for practice. One day, our coach stepped aside and told me to run a drill. At first, I froze. I wasn't sure how to give directions or if my teammates would listen. But I jumped in and gave clear instructions, and before I knew it, the drill was running smoothly. That moment showed me how important leadership really is and how personal it can feel. Today, I want to share what I've learned about leadership styles and how each of us can shape our own. Leadership style matters because no group is the same. Every team or class has different personalities, different needs. A leader who can adapt is going to connect better and get more done. There are traditional leadership styles that people usually talk about, and here's when each might be necessary. Autocratic leadership is when the leader makes decisions quickly and independently. This is necessary when things are getting out of control or when the stakes are high and there's no time to debate. Democratic leadership is when the leader invites the group into decision making. This is important when you need a player's point of view or input from people who are directly in the situation. Laissez-faire leadership is a hands-off style, letting the group work independently. This works well when you're comfortable with the group's goal and you trust that they can handle things without much guidance. Transformational leadership is when the leader inspires people with vision. This is powerful when the leader can see potential in someone that the person doesn't see in themselves yet, helping them believe and grow into it. One of the biggest parts of leadership is emotional intelligence. That means being aware of your own emotions, managing them in stressful times, understanding the emotions of others, and building healthy relationships. A huge part of emotional intelligence is also communication. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it, your tone, your body language, and how well you listen. Good leaders listen closely to their team so their team feel understood and they speak clearly so people know what to do and feel supported. After taking assessments to figure out my own level of emotional intelligence, I realized something about myself. When someone needs to give me feedback, I prefer that they pull me aside and talk to me privately instead of in front of other people. I also learned that I need to push myself to to come out of my shell more and be assertive in the way I communicate. As a leader, being able to both receive and give feedback is very important. It's a very important quality, and I know this is an area where I want to continue to grow. I had to practice it. I had to practice this as an athlete too. When practice got tough, I had to notice my frustration and calm myself down. So I so I didn't affect the whole team. I also had to pay attention to teammates. Like when someone looked discouraged, it mattered that I noticed, encouraged them, and communicated that I believed in them. Emotional intelligence combined with strong communication helps leaders make better decisions and keep their group moving forward. So, how do you actually develop your own style? There are a few steps. First, identify your core values, what matters most to you as a leader. Second, use tools like personality or leadership assessments. For example, I've taken the Myers Briggs and my type is INFJ. That helped me understand both my strengths and weaknesses. As an INFJ, I'm strong in empathy, vision, and being able to motivate people by connecting with their values. I also tend to be good at listening and seeing the bigger picture. But I also realize that I can sometimes avoid conflict, hold back my opinions, or be too focused on perfection. Knowing this helps me see what I need to work on. For me, that means being assertive, speaking up with confidence, and not being afraid to give direct feedback. It also reminds me to balance my focus on people's feelings with making clear, timely decisions. The first step is to learn from leaders around you. The actually the third step is to learn from leaders around you, both the ones you admire and the ones you don't. Everyone has experienced a leader who didn't leave them feeling motivated. Motivated. It's important to pay attention to what aspects of of that leader style caused that. Maybe they didn't listen, maybe they were too controlling, or maybe they didn't communicate clearly. Those experiences can teach us what we don't want to repeat, just as much as positive role models show us what we do want to apply. These steps aren't about copying someone else, they're about noticing patterns, building self awareness, and shaping your own approach to leadership. I'd like you to think about a few questions for yourself. What leadership style do, do you lean toward? How do you respond when you're under pressure? And what steps could you take to keep growing as a leader? Even though you can't answer out loud right now, reflecting on these questions can help you see where you are and where you want to go. To wrap up, developing your own leadership style means three things: adapting to the group, using emotional intelligence, and taking steps to grow. Leadership is not about fitting in a single box, it's about learning, adapting, and shaping your own way of leading. Each of us has the chance to grow into a leader who makes an impact no matter what style we choose. Thank you for listening.